Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. How are you all? I hope you're all doing well. The messenger is here. Let's take a message for you. Wow, how days just fly. We're almost at the end of October, everyone. So it is the 24th today, but it's afternoon on the 24th. So it's only like a week before the end of October. It's just crazy. Anyway, we've got a few days before we come out of the eclipse margin. Let's say from the first eclipse to the second eclipse. We're still in between. Let's see what the energies are like. Just letting you all know that I've just formulated I've birthed another channel, Divine Debut 12, not Divine Debut 11. So I will be uploading videos there as well. If you are interested, do join us there. I will be uploading a video there as well. So let's see what the messenger wants to bring us. What is the advice, please, Spirit? In the Scorpio season, happy birthday to my beautiful Scorpios. My sun is a Scorpio. So I've got Pluto on my sun, so I've got that Scorpio signature as well. Okay, the moon is transiting through Pisces. Pay attention to your dreams. A lot of prophetic dreams I usually have. When we've got a Pisces moon. So we're just before, just a few days before the lunar eclipse that's going to happen in Taurus. Let's see. And if you're not on Patreon, do consider joining us. We'll be doing that full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus tomorrow. Thank you to my patrons, a special thank you for your support there. Mercury is now in Scorpio, dear friends. Mars is there. Mars in its home sign of Scorpio. We're into the Scorpio season. The sun has just stepped into Scorpio and in very good connection over to Saturn at that 0 degrees. 0 degrees, the sun in Scorpio, 0 degrees is Saturn in Pisces, and the moon just passed over Saturn in Pisces. So pay attention to your dreams. Maybe there could be some sort of light at the end of the tunnel pertaining to what you're creating, what you've hoped for, what you've prayed for, what you've wished for, and maybe even some clarity as we start to go deep. Remember, the sun now in Scorpio. Scorpio is very dark, very hidden, very secretive. But there are some good aspects. We've got some good aspects still going on. Let's see what the messenger brings us today. We've got TikTok, and this is usually my card of Saturn. My Saturn card, TikTok, it means the hours. We see the clock here, and Saturn is the Lord of karma and timing. So TikTok, and it was in the reverse. Number 30, number 3. I suppose there could be a special message in the number 3 for you. 3 is the Empress as well. We will read the message. It's like there's an opening for time. And with the clock in the reverse, it's like going back into the past for me. That's what it speaks to for me. Let's see what the messages are. As we know, the sun has just recently passed over the South Node in Libra. South Node is the past. So whatever's been going on pertaining to the past, we're dealing with it now. We're sort of going in deep, going into the underworld. Remember, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, god of the underworld. So we're more doing more the esoteric work now, very much the detective. Mercury in Scorpio also can be very penetrative, very good with the details. Sometimes, you know, and Mercury has obviously connected with the sun, so we will have some disclosure about things that were unknown. Let's see what the messages are today as we're reading the energies. Remember now, even though it's the 24th, whenever you watch this message, then it may be important for you. What's going on? Four of Cups. Emotionally feeling as though there's been missed opportunities, not being happy in your personal life, things to do with the home, with your private life. Someone unable to focus on a new opportunity here, a new creative or emotional opportunity, because he's focusing on 3 empty cups from the past. We've got the Chariot, which speaks to movement, change, transition, obviously taking charge. Taking charge of a situation, of course, it means moving house as well, transitioning to another area, another environment. This could be a house move. The Chariot, remember, is Cancer, and it does rule the natural 4th house. So even though it's a number 7, it does rule the 4th house. So again, number 4 comes up for me. Okay, number 4. 4 is the Emperor. We've got a 3 here, which is the Empress. What is the Chariot about? What is this movement or this transition? Remember, this is all about deciding to, you know, utilize the energies through focusing on moving forward. Remember, it is a victory card, and it's up to us. It's up to the Charioteer to move this Chariot forward. Is this Chariot, is it a home? Is it someone's life? Is it a pertaining to, you know, your vocation? It could be speak to a trip as well. Some sort of an opportunity that's been missed pertaining to the ability to move forward, to transition. See, we've got the 5 of Swords, which it's like finding, it's like not wanting to go there. So the ability to find our happiness emotionally, we've got the opportunity, but there's fear about what will happen as we transition, as we move, where we move, who we move towards, what we move towards. This is, I feel that this is what it's speaking about. There's, it's like the mind is saying, it's like the heart, the emotions are saying, yes, I want to transition, I want this change, I want to move, because where I've been, I have been happy. And then we go to a 5. So 3, 4, 5. 5 of Swords is internal conflict. It could be internal. It could be our perception of, you know, thinking that we know what the outcome is going to be. This is like fearing to look at it, look at something at all. Sorry about the camera. It's playing up on me today. Okay, so the 5 of Swords can relate to others. Some sort of movement or even a decision or an opportunity that's probably stunted because of others. This feels like a blockage here. It could be self-sabotage as well, because we know it's got to do with our perception and maybe even communication or anything to do with legalities as well, where others are concerned. Another Five of Pentacles, not believing that we can transition and get out of this emotional disharmony or dissatisfaction. See, we are in the eclipse energies, of course we are. And you know, the moon can speak to, and it does speak to our intuition, things that also are hidden, pertaining to a home, pertaining to the past, pertaining to someone's personal life. Someone's personal life, which is the moon, right? Things to do with someone's home, with their life at home, their life in their environment, whether it's with their community, in their community, or in their own actual home. Five of Pentacles is a lot of disharmony. It's, I don't believe that I can trust. I don't believe that I can trust my intuition. I don't know if I can transition. Maybe, again, the blockages could speak to timing, but with the TikTok in the reverse, to me is like it's like the open door. It's like the opportunities are there. And if it was external factors that were stopping our transition, our movement, moving towards victory, a change of scenery, a change of life, a change of homes, a change of even relationships. It's like this is self-sabotage. It's not that there are physical blockages. It's more so now. And remember, Scorpio season. Scorpio does rule fears, but Scorpio can also speak to metamorphosis. It's fear of a death, fear of change, fear of a new environment. As I said, Scorpio is a fixed water sign. So it's like a fear of death, a fear of, I don't know if I can handle these changes. I don't know if I can do this, because there are things that are hidden that I don't know about, right? Scorpio season, the sun moving through Scorpio, obviously the sun is very powerful. It will bring light to the darkness of Scorpio, the intimacy, emotional, physical, spoken intimacy. Mercury is in Scorpio now. And we've got the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, it's like, I don't know if I can do this. I've been through so much. Wow. The Tower that is sitting on a King of Wands, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. The Tower is Mars. Now, Mars is very powerful in Scorpio. And be careful who you're relating with, who you're conversing with, what information you're trusting in. Because remember, Scorpio is secrecy, is things that are hidden. It can speak to poison, but it can also speak to healing. And I'm going to say use your intuition, because the moon is transiting through Pisces. Pisces is, of course, Scorpio and Pisces, both water signs. So there will be strong intuition. Trust in that. Now remember, Mars in Scorpio, very powerful. Mars rules Scorpio. And with Mercury there on Mars, Mercury coming up to Mars, it can be challenging news, information, secrets that are going to be disclosed, known, communicated, seen, discovered, which can be, because remember, Uranus is right opposite Scorpio. So all the, the stellium, Sun, Mercury and Mars that are transiting now through Scorpio are in opposition to Jupiter and Uranus. So there's going to be a rude awakening. Something is coming down. Something has not been built well. This is a rude awakening. This is some sort of an awareness pertaining to this King of Wands, I would say. Wow, King and Queen of Wands. They are a couple, they are partners, they could be spouses, they could be married. This could be a breakdown of a marriage, yes. But it could also be some sort of an awareness. Could it be some sort of a truce? Because I see that the King and the Queen of Wands, they come from the same family. They come from the same tribe. Okay, so they're on the same page is what I want to say. Now, we're not reading reversals. For some of you, they are on the same page. For others of you, they are not. But remember that it takes one more wand to complete, to restart, to make this 9 a 10. So it's like an ability to put an end to the destruction, to the distrust. It's like the 9 of Wands, I always see it as a wall. So we're at the end of this turmoil, of this challenge, of this journey, this difficult journey. Now, of course, this could be a completion as well of a project where there was a lot of competition, there was a lot of many challenges, lots of things that were unknown, lots of fears pertaining to, will this pay? Will this pay me? It doesn't have to be business. It does not have to be career. Whatever it is, because we've got 2 5s here. It's like, even though there's doubt, yes, there's a lot of doubt, something will bring us the enlightening, the enlightenment. Now, look at the cards. Look at how they speak. So in between the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands is the Ace of Swords, which is the Ace of Truth. The Ace of Swords is clarity, it's wisdom, it's reckoning, it's cutting. It could speak to separation. Yes, it could be that what's between these two, there will be an awareness for both of them. Okay? And remember, the Ace of Swords is also a victory card. Victory through a revelation. Victory through something shocking here. What is beneath that Ace of Swords? We've got Temperance. So Sagittarius comes through. And Sagittarius, remember, it's knowledge. It's wisdom. Now, of course, we know that it is Scorpio season. Many times the King of Wands, to me, can show up as a Scorpio. So we've got Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and Scorpio. I'm going to say Aries comes through fairly strong because the Tower is Mars, a Mars energy. I see it as Uranus as well. So I suppose for some of you it could be Aquarian energy as well. Aquarius is all about awareness, intelligence, detaching. This can speak to a breakup for some of you. For others of you, this could speak to clarity and awareness and a shocking turn of events, a radical change. Let's see how the stars help or hinder. The stars meaning the planets, dear friends. What is it that we need to know, dear Spirit? We've got 7th house and partners, so it does speak to a partnership. It could be business, but it could also be love relationship, because we've got Venus and Mars here. Venus and Mars. Now, they're in good aspect. Okay, Venus is in Virgo. Mars is in Scorpio. Mars has got the upper hand. Mars is stronger than Venus's placement in Virgo. Of course, the divine feminine, let's say, which is Venus. She's all about the details, perfectionism. Scorpio, Mars in Scorpio is the divine masculine, is very, very passionate, very action orientated, wants to connect, wants to change things from the core, but also can be coming through as very sexually the divine masculine archetype, whoever takes on that energy. Remember, 7th house is Libra as well, so There's something to do with the past. Now we've got a void off course moon missing. Some information is missing. There are things that are missing. We've got the moon twice. How I see the void off course moon, that means that the moon is changing signs while it's not doing any aspects. So there's some form of emptiness, a moment of pause, a moment of emptiness, emotional emptiness, a deafening silence I get as well, because something is missing here. Something is missing that needs to change. It's like, what's missing? Is it a piece of information? Is it the action is missing? The desire is missing. Information is missing. Something to do with the lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse, which is going to be a full moon in Taurus, my dear friends, which Taurus is a Venus-ruled sign, right? So if we look at the astrology right now, Mars has obviously just opposed that 5th degree of Taurus. So we've been feeling the energies, obviously, of this eclipse. And a lunar eclipse, remember, is a full moon. So Mercury now is going to be in opposition to that lunar eclipse. So check your information. Mercury in Scorpio is a very good detective. Do your detective work. I feel that there will be intimate conversations, possibly also secrecy, things pertaining to secrecy that will be revealed. It's like connecting on a very deep level, which will help bring some sort of metamorphosis and change. We've got Gemini, and I think Gemini is the 3rd natural house, which speaks to communication. Gemini is also the twins. So someone being in between two choices, too much thought. This is more about perception. This is more about intuition. So it's like playing in between our emotions and our mind. This can drive anyone up the wall, drive them crazy. Mercury retrograde and reinvention. So Mercury's come through again. And Mercury does rule Gemini as well as Virgo, of course. There's something that's going to be reinvented here. Now, Mercury retrograde, you may want to look back to when Mercury was retrograding in Taurus. Last time, recently, it was retrograding in Virgo, and before that in Taurus. So it's, Mercury is retrograding in Earth and will retrograde again at the end of the year, again in Capricorn. Earth, so it's more about our fundamentals. It's more about our securities. It's more about things based in reality, our finances, our securities, whether something could manifest in the 3D. Right? And Mercury does speak to business as well, commerce, but also communication. Now, it can be quite heavy when Mercury retrogrades in Earth. But this can also point back to the Taurus season, roughly, and the Virgo season. So what's been going on back then for you? That could give you sort of an idea of what this Mercury retrograde reinvention can mean. Let's see emotionally where we will be. Now, or whenever you're watching this, what is the potential? Remember, we are reading the energies and it's a general reading, so I want to thank you for your support, your likes, your shares, and your comments. For those of you that are interested, the new channel, our new YouTube channel is Divine Debut 12. So we go from Divine Debut 11 to Divine Debut 12. Yes, both channels will be active. So those of you that are loyal and you love our content, you can go there and subscribe. I will be uploading there as well. Let's see emotionally and where the psyche is concerned, what's going on. Unawakened. We see a divine masculine that's in a state of being unawakened. We've got the inner child. Now, it can relate to an actual child or something to do with the inner child of, or the childhood of this divine masculine person, whoever this is, or whoever holds the masculine energy, let's say. There's the divine masculine. It shows them again. They are going through an awakening. As they start to awaken, they're starting to pick up on the energies and maybe also doing some inner healing work pertaining to their childhood. Could also be from a past lifetime. There it is, right on point. Awakening. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. We've got that they're dealing probably with a karmic partner, so something to do with karma, possible blockages. Now, the karmic partner doesn't have to be a love partner. Could be a business partner, could be a family member as well. Let's take one more. We've got stuck, so there is still stuck energy. So I'm going to welcome the Tower, because the Tower needs to, or comes in when we are unable to make the changes, the necessary changes. The stuck energies brings up Capricorn. Capricorn, possibly also Aquarius, I'm going to say. Now, this could also speak to Mercury retrograde and reinventing someone's life. So it's a return from the past. So it is about past matters. Now, the past for some of you, I suppose, could be from a past incarnation. Yes, that is a possibility. Let's get some light. So this reminds me of Capricorn, so more towards Christmas. It will speak to that time for many of you. So, of course, timing won't be the same for all of us. Remember, we've got separation. I don't know if this separation, what it speaks to, because, of course, for me in this deck, in the Mystic Moon Oracles, it does remind me of the Three of Swords, so it speaks to a disappointment. I don't know if it involves others. Remember, we've got the Five of Swords here. Yes, matters pertaining to motherhood, because the moon does speak to the mother. It also speaks to our securities, right? Financial things connected to the past, to our home, to our lineage. Where we live. Five of Pentacles many times reminds me of two people that come from different upbringing, different social backgrounds, environments. What's beneath that? And we've got the victim, Pisces energy. It's like someone is trapped. There's a sense of victimhood here and feeling blocked and needing to deal with something. Remember, Pisces, this is my Pisces card. Pisces is unconditional love, but this is also surrender. Pisces can be the illusion, the deception, self or from others. Big dreams. Again, pay attention to your dreams. This is something creative, something you've wished, you've hoped for. Saturn in Pisces is trying to bring that to us, as Saturn has come to the 0 degrees of Pisces, where he's stationed to turn retrograde. Beneath that is purge, Scorpio energy, Pluto, purging the illusion, letting go of the deception. It could be self-deception, letting go of a dream, something that you've hoped for. It was just like someone was trapped in a situation. That's why there's a broken heart. That's why we've got the separation here. Now, of course, Pisces can also speak to secret love affairs, long distance, foreigners. So again, physical distance could also speak to the inability to come together with someone. We see here with the moon that the path, and it shows a full moon, obviously. A full moon would give us more clarity. Something is coming to a culmination, to an ending, to a completion point. Now, it's interesting because Mercury doesn't only speak to communication, it speaks to, as I said, business and travel, short distance, long distance travel. We see an automobile stuck in the mud. Now, the mud for me speaks to earth, okay? So the earth speaks to practical matters, financial matters. Someone is stuck and unable to take that journey. We've got the chariot here, but you see the blockages are in front. So whether it's physical movement or someone is trapped, remember, tied up, all tied up. Why are they tied up? Some sort of karma. But we've got TikTok here, and it was in the reverse. So I'm going to read it now. Number 30. 30. The reversed message we will read because it came out in the reverse. Have you been feeling as if the clock is ticking and gotten a little nervous that your dreams are taking too long to manifest? There is nothing to fear. You will never run out of time for the important things. The miracles that are yours and yours alone can't be missed. Isn't that amazing? You're in such capable hands with guides and angels hovering in the invisible spaces, ensuring that your journey will be filled with all sorts of goodies. Let your anxiety be gently dispelled by your faith. Spirit will never deny you your highest good. All is yours in divine, appropriate timing. You can relax. So it's saying to let go of the stress, and everything happens in divine timing, but in the timing of Chronos, of course. Chronos in Greece means timing in Greek. Chronos is chronos, and that means, chronos, a year, possibly. Which year? I don't know. Let's see what that Nine of Wands is. It's interesting because it's like we've got, I get a power struggle here. I really do. It's like things to do with the past and things to do with the future happening in the now. Like the past and the future meet in the now. Interesting. What's going on, please, Spirit? We've got alegria, merriment and happiness. We've got the death card, Five of Swords. It's like putting those swords away. Putting those swords away, and it's the Nine of Wands, right on the Nine of Wands again. There is the Tower, my goodness. Something will be revealed. It's the Seven of Swords. What will these revelations and this fear of disaster, what is this concerning? And we've got the leggerezza. The leggerezza, it's the Ten of Wands. Remember how I was saying that the King and the Queen of Wands hold that wand each. It's up to them. They can put an end to the suffering, an end to the burden, an end to the heartbreak, to the disappointments. The leggerezza is like the end of the metamorphosis because we've got a death going on here. Remember that with this eclipse now, this full moon in Taurus, it closes up a 2-year cycle. Even though, of course, things don't happen exactly on the eclipse, they could happen months down the track, a few months down the track still, but nevertheless, the eclipses in the Taurus-Scorpio axis are over, so the fixed signs can take a deep breath of relief. This is the last one, okay? So the leggerezza speaks to, there is a sexual connotation, there's a sense of freedom here through havoc, through sudden change, through an awareness, through a shocking event, something radical and quick is going to happen. The leggerezza is free to go, the butterfly, from one flower to another. So that's where the sexual connotation comes into this. But of course, she's gone through her transformation. Now she's light. There's no more heavy burden with these wands. This is the end to this hardship. So there's a sense of freedom here. Okay. We'll take a couple of cards on this stuck energy. I want to see, why is this divine masculine, why are they stuck? Of course, they're going through an awakening. Could it be because of a child, because of a karmic partner? There it is. Sacerdote is like, it is the Hierophant, so someone who possibly is turning more spiritual, someone who's in a marriage. There's lots of secrecy pertaining to a marriage, to a contract, maybe also to, possibly also a family business, I'm going to say here. It could speak to a family business, a partnership. With the Lovers here, the 7th house, right, speaks to partnerships, family, family relations, important partnerships, marriage. Something is hidden here. And it is a number 13, so Scorpio comes through again. We've got the dog and the loyalty, 9 of Cups. And we've got Consolante Sorpresa. This is like what I get here, because it shows success, possible success. Someone who is successful in their life, maybe in business, but not in family. Someone going through a change of beliefs. This is someone maybe that you share a friendship with. Maybe there's been disloyalty within a marriage. The dog does speak to devotion. We could have a father with a child, loyalties towards a child. This could be a single father as well. It's the 6 of Wands. So 6 of Wands, yes, speaks to someone who's recognized, well-known, succeeded in business, well-known in their community, possibly. This is a sudden revelation, but what it brings is value. What it brings is prosperity. It can be that we don't see the prosperity straight away. This could also be a humbling energy, because 6 of Wands, yes, reminds me of the Leo energy. Leo, the shadow side of Leo could be someone who does hold a little bit of ego. So someone who's been, I don't know, put through a hard situation. Someone had to, maybe someone's values had to change. Obviously, when we go through a spiritual awakening, it's through challenges. So I'm going to say here that when we follow our heart, at some point, we will get to our destination. When we truly follow our heart, it's a win-win situation, even though it doesn't seem like that at first. Now, the win, the success could also come through challenges if we've been on the wrong path. And of course, eclipses are fated events. We are all affected by the eclipses. So if you're going through a lot of turmoil, a lot of sudden changes, hard changes, because the tower is never easy, then this is the hand of Spirit and God saying that go this way, not that way. Let's see what that tower is. We've got a pleasant conversation around a table with family, with a certain someone. Yes, this could be a new possibility for a new beginning. Yes. Pleasant news coming in. We've got news about someone having made a decision. It could be a business, strategic decision. It could be something very intelligent, or a sudden change that will get the energies unstuck, let's say. Maybe the timing is now. Maybe the timing is just around the corner. The Merchant speaks to import-export, so commerce. So there's some sort of metamorphosis or deep changes where business and even money coming through from other sources is concerned. So new contracts, There's a meeting here, some sort of get together that brings possibilities, happiness, changes, and like new energies. We've got the Giovina Fanciulla, like a new system, a new surge of energy, something having gone through a metamorphosis and a purification. The Giovina Fanciulla is the Virgin, something that is, what you see is what you get. There's no deception there. Something becomes new. Now, of course, the Giovina Fanciulla could be something that is sort of beginning, just like the leggerezza, right? The butterfly is now free. It's like a brand new beginning. There's been a rebirth here. So I love that. So this could be some sort of a reward through the hardship, through someone's loyalty, and a metamorphosis, even though things seemed quite dark, quite challenging. I do feel that at the end of the tunnel, there is a speck of light coming in. And we've got superbia, something superb, something, some sort of abundance. Remember how I spoke of a little bit of vanity and ego? That's exactly what the male peacock speaks to here, but it's also a card of spiritual awakening. It's good luck. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful card, logically. Let's take 3 cards here from the Kipper Oracle. What does this hold? Yeah, after an ending, 10 of Swords. The Militare, a difficult uphill battle. It's like trying to get to the top of that mountain, right? Wow, okay. Oh, wow. How many cards do we have? We've got a wealthy man. We've got bad health, so this could speak to psychologically not feeling it, not being happy where wealth is concerned. We've got a 13, so Scorpio energies. And we've got a 31, 13 and then 31, the numbers flip. Anyway, we've got the privileged lady. What sits between the wealthy man and the privileged lady is bad health. Could it be psychological health? Is it the inability to be able to work together, not in opposition, just like we saw here with the King and the Queen of Wands? Remember, what sits between them is the Ace of Swords, which is the Ace of Truth, which cuts both of them. They both feel cut, whether it's a business partnership, a love connection, both very affluent, and privileged lady is very much the Empress for me. We've got an unexpected income, a message, and something to do with like adjudication means a decision. It means maybe even it's got to do with separation, divorce, anything involving the law. These could be contracts. Now, this could go either way, because I'm going to say the adjudication reminds me of the energy of Libra. So relationships, partnerships. We've got change. There is the Chariot. Change. So like I get the Chariot because we've got the main female. She's obviously not the privileged lady. The main female would be someone who's on your mind. This could be your energy as well. Or this could be, if this is a third person, someone that is the outsider. I'm wondering, because this could speak to an unhealthy connection between the privileged lady and the wealthy man. Unexpected income, something changes unexpectedly. It's all about finances and a return. I feel like a karmic return. The message can speak to communication, but also legalities, some sort of a decision. And the adjudication is like It could be papers, something pertaining to a contract. This could be a change of home. This main female is in despair, someone who's not financially stable, whereas here we've got a privileged lady. But there's change. It's like this main female is transitioning. Maybe she's been blocked from her metamorphosis. Remember the tower, it's like tower. We're going to have a tower moment. We're going to have a tower moment, right? There's going to be a reinvention. What's beneath that Ace of Swords? We said temperance. Beneath that is the Six of Pentacles, which could be someone that's giving to two different sources. It could be this wealthy man, someone who is in a position to secure, to bring security nevertheless. Someone maybe who's been giving more to the privileged lady and not to the other, the main female, because what I'm getting with the main female, she's a number 2, and 2 is also the High Priestess, yeah, which is usually a third person. I get the feeling that there's an ending here. There's going to be an ending here because we've got the ending here. Someone seems to be free here. And then there's an awakening. And this tower moment can bring down these stuck energies. There can be some sort of reinvention. Yeah? And as I said, some sort of positive indication here, like the Ace of Cups, right? There's been a lot of thought about newness, about connecting on a truthful level. No more deception. No more needing to distrust. It's like needing to put the swords away, I'm going to say. Okay? So wonderful. I think that I will leave it there, my dear friends. I think we had the message of unexpected income recently. I can't quite remember exactly, but there's some information that is missing with the void off course moon. I get that this speaks to doubts. Someone is thinking about some doubts pertaining to a partnership, a marriage, a relationship. It could be romantic, could be business, okay? Remember that we've got the karmic partner here and the stuck energies, but we've also got very similar to tower energies here as a divine masculine is going through an awakening. So that awakening will change the energies here, the stuck energies, okay? It's like some sort of a release. And remember, King of Wands, Mars is in Scorpio. We've got the Queen of Wands, King of Wands, two people maybe that came together for business purposes. Maybe there was something romantic between the two of them, but what I see is what sits between the two of them is a lack of truth, I get. And I get that humbling energy. But there's a lot at stake, I would say, now with the Scorpio energy. Scorpio season, and November is going to be a very difficult and challenging month. So a lot will change. A lot will go through a death process. We could see it going on in the world as well. So much going on collectively. Let's all pray for peace. As above, so below. The energies are just really, really, really over the top right now. So take time out, meditate, do what you need to do. Try to get out of the negative mindset. Don't take all all, what's going on in the world personally. I know it's not easy. There's so much that is very unjust and very unfair. But we're all part of the collective, and we all need to try and keep a healthy mindset and keep the world going. Okay, it's not the end of the world, my dear friends. So let's just pray for peace, hope for the people to come together and not be in opposition to each other. The eclipses are ahead of us. Warlike energies. It's people have got to wake up and know that we shouldn't be in opposition, but we're on the same team. Okay, when there are external enemies or oppositions or dangers, then that would be when all people would come together and say, okay, we're a human race, we need to be able to survive. So who knows? Maybe that's what we need. Maybe we need to have extraterrestrial visitors here so that we could wake up and say, look, this is not about fighting between ourselves, but let's come together and fight for the same cause, for the survival of mankind. So what can I say? Anyway, just a little bit of a few of my thoughts. Thank you so much, my dear friends. Thank you. I will be back. Tomorrow is Wednesday. It is the Yes Please Day, so do join us here. We will be taking some personal handwritten love cards for you. So do join us. Make sure you're subscribed. And as I said, if you want to connect with us on Divine Debut 12 instead of Divine Debut 11, then do so. We'll be there waiting for you. Thank you so much. I will be back.